Henry Hill here for Cinephellas, and this is my review of the Johnny Depp gangster flick, Black Mass. Black Mass takes place during the 1970s in South Boston, and the basic premise is Johnny Depp's character, James Whitey Bulger, the notorious Irish gangster, forms an alliance with the FBI. He knows this guy that he grew up with that ends up in the FBI, who's played by Joel Edgerton, and they team up. Joel Edgerton comes to him one night and he's like, why don't you tell us what you know about these Italian mafia members? That way it not only helps us, but it can help you too. You know, it'll take away your chief rivals. It'll increase business for you. We'll both make out well. We'll both, increase our profiles. Everything will be great. So, of course, Johnny Depp's a little reluctant at first, He doesn't want to team up with the FBI and rat out a bunch of people. But he eventually comes around because, he realizes that if he can take out the Italian mafia, then he's going to run all of South Boston and can probably, increase his stature not only in Boston, but all over the globe, wherever he wants to go to. So he ends up doing it. He ends up spilling some secrets, and everything spirals out of control from there, of course, and eventually it leads to his capture. Black Mass has a great cast. Joel Edgerton and Depp, like I said. Kevin Bacon's in it. He's part of the FBI. You got Jesse Plemons from Breaking Bad, Friday Night Lights. He plays Ricky Weeks, who's one of Whitey Bulger's Winter Hill gang members. He gained like 30 pounds for this movie. He did a really, really good job. Who else do we have? Benedict Cumberbatch. He's also in the movie. Peter Sarsgaard, Dakota Johnson, Corey Stoll. It's got a really good cast, and everybody does a great job in their roles. So what did I think about this? Well, I'm a big gangster flick fan. I love gangster movies. My favorite TV show is The Sopranos. Goodfellas is my favorite movie. I love The Godfather 1 and 2. I thought that it was really well done, but it lacked the same thing from those quality shows and movies that, the great gangster films had. It was missing something, I thought. And I think the more I thought about it, about what that was that it was missing, I think it's a character, like tying in and being close to the characters, I think. I didn't really feel for too many of the characters. I mean, Johnny Depp's Whitey Bulger character, he's so heartless, you can't care about him. You kind of care about Joel Edgerton's John Connolly, the FBI agent guy, but not really, because he's just trying to get famous himself, So you don't really have anybody to root for, I guess. In Goodfellas, even though they're gangsters, you rooted for Ray Liotta's Henry Hill character, So mainly that's the thing that I think was holding it back. I mean, the direction was great. The acting was great. The story, the story's taken right out of the real news. All these events really happened. So, it wasn't like it was lacking anything like that, excitement or anything. It lacked maybe some of the humor and the personal connection that, let's say, Scorsese's Goodfellas had. Other than that, I really enjoyed it. I thought Johnny Depp did a great job in the role. He disappeared into the role. He probably lost some weight. He obviously was wearing the bald cap. He had the comb over in it to look more like Whitey Bulger actually did. And this was his best role in years. And, I figured he would have picked up an Oscar nomination, but he didn't. But he surely deserved one for this. This is his best role in years, like I said. It was nice to see him back in it, and I hope he does more movies like this where, he's not just after a paycheck like some of his recent ones, like Lone Ranger. It was refreshing to see him in the role. He was great. He really makes a movie. But the supporting cast is great too. Edgerton does a great job, and I look forward to seeing him in more movies to come. So overall, we're gonna give Black Mass, I'll give it about a 3 out of 5. I'll say it's good, but it's not great. I was lucky enough to get a review copy of it, so I don't have to buy it. I don't know whether I'd recommend buying it or not, but if you're a fan of the genre like me, might as well pick it up, right? So, Henry Hill for Cinephellas here, signing off until next time. This has been my review of Black Mass. Please follow us on our YouTube pages as usual, social media. Look out for Logan and Lloyd's video reviews later this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!